The majority of people aspire to financial independence. Financial independence is sometimes defined as having enough cash on hand, savings, and investments to support the lives we want for our family and ourselves. It involves making financial sacrifices so that we can pursue our preferred careers, or retire without feeling pressured to make a certain amount of money each year. If we want to be financially independent, we must learn to use our money to our advantage rather than against it. You must pay off your consumer debts, accumulate a safety net of savings, and generate enough passive income from investments or company ownership to cover your current and projected future living needs in order to achieve financial freedom. In this video, we will have a look at the top 12 steps to financial freedom. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Let's start. Number 1. Life goals. Make a list of all the assets and income required to support the manner of life you have chosen. Include the year that your goals will be accomplished as well as whether you will need to make payments over time to achieve them. Your chances of success increase with the level of goal articulation. At your current age, establish regular financial checkpoints, and then move backward from there. These may consist of specific financial objectives or accumulated wealth. Number 2. Independent income. Independent income refers to sources of regular income that don't require you to work, such as a business, government benefits, or other source. Social Security benefits are paid each month if you qualify. You can still be paid regardless of the amount of time you put in, if your company has grown to the point where you can step back from day-to-day management. Even while property management frequently requests upkeep of the property and runs the risk of renting to a tenant who skips one or more payments. If you own a rental property, you receive a rent payment once a month. You are financially independent if you earn enough money on your own to cover both your requirements and your wants. Number 3. Budget. To ensure that all bills are paid, investments are made as intended, and the growth of independent income is going as predicted. A monthly household spending plan must be prepared and adhered to. Regularly creating a budget will give you more resolve than giving in to the impulse to splurge, and it will help you stay on track with your goals. Your attempts to accumulate wealth are hampered by credit cards and high-interest consumer loans. For more advice, review the 5 fundamental budgeting rules of thumb. Number 4. Abundant assets. Assets like cash in bank accounts, stock investments, and valuable real estate are often what enable financial freedom. You must first invest in such assets, frequently in the form of vast sums of money over an extended period of time, before you can use them in the process of achieving financial freedom. For instance, the majority of financial advisors would advise you to consistently contribute to your 401k in order to ensure your long-term security and stability. If individuals begin investing in their 20s or 30s, this may be true for many people. However, those who put off starting to invest until they are at least 50 years old won't have enough time to benefit from compound interest. Usually, even after accounting for inflation, their contributions won't change. When using assets to achieve financial independence, issues could arise. Consider it a difficult balancing act. If you use this strategy to pay for your needs and wants, you will need to sell an asset in order to have enough cash to cover your payments. If you can't quickly sell an asset like real estate, for instance to get the money before your bill's due date, issues could result. Some people refer to these people as cash-poor millionaires. Despite the fact that they have more than $1 million in assets, they are unable to utilize them swiftly enough. When you have no more assets to sell for cash before you pass away, another, maybe more serious issue develops. Basically, if you consume all of your assets too quickly, you won't have enough money to pay your bills. Most financially sound homes combine the two of these strategies, along with having amassed adequate assets in the stock and real estate markets. They probably also receive independent income from sources like Social Security, a business, or dividend-paying instruments they have invested in. Since they are aware that they have a variety of resources available to them in case of an emergency, they feel more comfortable financially. Number 5. Pay your dues and debts. Student loans, mortgages, and other equivalent loans are less risky for your financial situation because they often have interest rates that are far lower than those of credit cards and store cards. The use of credit cards can result in the accumulation of high-interest debt totaling hundreds of dollars. Being independent is the exact opposite of being suffocated by for years. Debt implies duty and even servitude, both of which are clearly opposed to the concept of financial freedom. Number 6. Invest in your future. The last piece of advice is vital for reaching financial freedom. Let's say you adhere to the advice and recommendations in this article, eliminate your debt, and raise your savings. That might be enough to help you right now, but what if something unanticipated happens? Will you be prepared for it? Saving money is essential for retirement, unanticipated expenses, and other eventualities. Ask your company if they can add a retirement plan, or check to see if they already deduct money from your income for one. Whether you have a 9-to-5 job, you never feel as though you are losing money because the deduction is made before the funds leave your account. Checking in on it occasionally to see how your savings are going is also a lot of fun. The next step is to start saving money for an emergency fund. Depending on the expert, $10,000 or 6 months' worth of your wages are appropriate. And to be honest, these sums could appear extravagant if you don't make a lot of money. Instead, start with a budget-friendly goal, like $100 for the first month. If your income increases, you can also start raising your goal to $500 per week, $500 every month, and so forth. If you've overspent, don't utilize your emergency money to pay down the balance. Instead, concentrate on finding other ways to make active income so you can pay it off more quickly. The emergency fund should only be used to address unplanned emergencies like a tree falling on your house, a car accident that results in out-of-pocket costs, or a visit to the hospital. You'll be less likely to find yourself in the same predicament as now, yearning for financial freedom if you save money for retirement and rainy days. Number 7. Save. First, pay yourself. That is a common suggestion from financial professionals. Enroll in your employer's retirement plan and take advantage of any match-able contribution opportunities. Another great tip is to set up automatic contributions from your company to an emergency fund that can be used for unanticipated expenses. Think about setting up an individual retirement account with an automated brokerage contribution as well. However, keep in mind that the appropriate amount to save is arguable and that, depending on the situation, a fund of this kind might not even be necessary. Number 8. Monitor your credit. Any interest rates for credit cards, store cards, auto, truck, or home loans or refinances are affected by a person's credit history. Prices for life insurance and auto insurance are among those affected. According to the argument, someone who practices financial irresponsibility may also partake in other harmful behaviors like drinking and driving. Overall, those with poorer credit actually experience more accidents and make larger insurance claims than those with better credit. This is not meant to imply that having poor credit makes someone a bad driver. Just as being a single male of age 23 does not automatically make someone a bad driver. Due to his youth, being a single man, and being a man, he will have to pay higher premiums each month. One of the many risk pools that insurance companies take into account when calculating your monthly rate is poor credit. Number 9. Invest. Investing is the only strategy for increasing your wealth that has been scientifically proven to be effective. Decide if you want to start with an IRA or a 401 now by doing your research and comparing the two options. But begin. The most crucial step is that one. Number 10. Bargain. Many Americans are reluctant to bargain for products and services because they believe it makes them seem cheap. Numerous foreigners provide guidance to Americans on how to overcome this cultural divide. You could end up saving thousands of dollars annually. Particularly smaller retailers are frequently amenable to discussion. Significant discounts may be available when purchasing frequently or in large quantities. Number 11. Track your spending. One of the most important steps toward financial freedom is keeping track of your spending. There are numerous internet apps that you can use. These programs will give you details about your spending patterns, categories where you tend to overspend, the overall amount of money in all of your accounts, and your debt load. Many of them have user interface goal-keeping elements that might help you stay focused on your goals. Number 12. Learn what must be learned. Keep abreast of financial news and events, and don't be afraid to change your investment portfolio as necessary. The strongest defense against people who prey on unsuspecting consumers to make quick money is knowledge. Keep your credit limit in mind when using your credit card to prevent going over it. It is your responsibility to stay current on this information. What do you think of our video? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future updates. Thanks for watching.